You ever listen to a podcast, you're like, God, I wish someone would punch one of these blokes? Well, this is the podcast for you. It's the NEDS Silly Season Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the NEDS Silly Season Podcast. I am Fogs, your host. Joining me as they do every week, it's my main man Shad, who's promised to do a Chinese accent today.
Thank you so much for it's a Chinese Australian.
Yes.
And you do it well.
Second generation. What do you think of that?
Wow, you've worked hard on that one.
Wow. Trying to throw me under the bus immediately at the beginning of the podcast.
Just keep you on your toes.
Ooh.
On his left is another man joins me every week, and he's promised to do an Indian accent.
Oh,
It's
mate.
Chad.
I am better at the Chinese, so if
Yeah.
you said Chinese, I would have gone all in. But
wow.
I'm going to hold off on the Indian.
We're getting emails about this episode immediately.
You guys want to swap? We could do that.
It's too late.
Ah, bugger. That's all right. We've got some pretty exciting things on this episode this week, haven't we, boys? We've got to determine the draft order.
Yes, we're doing a Council of Neds fantasy comp this year. The powers that be think that we don't know ball, so to prove them wrong, we're in a fantasy league against the shadowy figures behind Neds.
Yep.
And a few friendly faces. Random Stats Guy and Clutzy from Bloody Brilliant Beers is going to be
BBB.
competing.
I'm worried about Rando, to be fair.
I'm also worried about Rando. He just recently joined in. We're doing it on Sleeper, and we've got Clutzy coming in soon to decide that draft
Yes.
order.
Yes.
But I am concerned. Jobs could be on the line for us, boys, if we don't pull this off. I am speaking this into existence, though. Rumor is that we might get flown to LA if we win it. If we win it all, I feel.
You're the
Well,
only
that's,
one saying this.
I feel like if it's out there in the ether, we can make it happen.
well, I mean, it's on a podcast.
So we need to win.
Must
we need
be
to win
true.
the whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
I think we need to win the whole thing. But we're going to be doing our draft because fantasy football is going nuts. You're probably in a league of your own. So if you are listening to this podcast, you got some hot tips for the boys, please send them through.
Have you got any sort of sleepers that you're looking at? Is there anyone that you have to leave the draft with? Because we're all managing the same team.
Yeah, which is going to be really chaotic, I think. It's going to cause an
This is gonna
aneurysm for
break
you,
us.
Fogs. The control freak over there.
And look, I'd like to just apologise in advance for
Yeah.
anything I say.
How many
It's-
mock drafts have you done already? Like,
Can I be so for real? I have done like maybe 2 or 3. Like I haven't
that's
done
all right.
I haven't done many
okay,
at all.
That's good.
But I know my boys.
Okay.
And I
how
feel-
much content have you consumed about
Oh,
fantasy?
okay, yeah. I've been watching a lot
Like
of
hours and
TikTok
hours?
stuff.
Yeah.
There's a couple boys on
Okay.
YouTube that I really like, and it's just maybe just confirmation bias. They're just confirming what I already think is going to happen.
I love the NFL. So I consume the talking heads and the people all the time, especially being a Cowboys fan because everyone's talking about my boys. But I don't know if it's not a sleeper. It's definitely not a sleeper. But like I really want Javonte Williams this year. I think having him on the Cowboys.
I had him last year. Value pick.
Value pick. I traded for him last year. It turned out to be okay, even though Fogg said I was making the dumbest decision ever.
It's dynasty though.
Yeah,
that was a
still.
dynasty league. You got to, you
Javonte's
might have
28 years, 26 years old, 27 years old.
you might have won the battle, but did you lose the war?
See, I'm more of a
so.
vibes guy. I don't watch as much NFL as you guys. I'm a Raiders fan, and I'm getting served nothing but Mendoza in our algorithm, and he's the ultimate vibes guy. I know he's probably not going to translate to fantasy, but he's at least
It's
let's
interesting
get one of his
vibes.
teammates.
Yeah.
I think Bowers, he's going to be thrown to him a bit. So
Okay, Bauer's not a bad little pickup.
I can't remember if I've said this on a podcast yet or if I just mentioned it to you in passing, but 6 months ago I was anti-Mendoza. Did not rate him at all. But I'm coming around.
Coming
boys.
around.
he's the man.
He's very cool.
You're
He's
keen on
very-
Dozer.
He's like, obviously there's a fair few more swagged out white boys in the NFL that I like more than Mendoza, but I'm not a hater anymore.
I think he's fast tracking to be team captain by year 2.
I
he's a
don't-
leader.
yeah.
He's a natural.
He's
born
a
leader.
quarterback, mate. You've got to
Yeah.
be team captain if you're quarterback. It'd be weird if you're the quarterback and you're not the team captain.
But how early can you hand the keys over to a rookie?
I think that Mendoza plays by week 9. I think the trade
think that's
deadline. I think he starts playing around
that's
then
fair.
because the season will be done. They'll want to see where he's at. Although he did
Yeah.
get towed up in the bad preseason game. It was pretty brutal.
Did you see? He
Yeah,
jumped,
but that's learnings, mate.
he jumped
Yeah.
straight on LinkedIn and put a post up after that game.
what
Did
I
you see
learned
that?
from getting out sacked
Yeah.
4 times or whatever?
Did you see it? I'll read it out
No.
to you. It's hilarious.
Oh my god, this guy's sponsored by
Yeah.
LinkedIn, isn't he?
Yeah. Where is it? Just why don't you fill while I find...
Yeah,
this,
okay. Well, on today's episode, we're going to be talking NFL if you haven't picked up on it already, because the season is approaching and we have our draft coming. We're going to be looking at some futures that you can get around on the old NEDS app. Ain't that right, Jack?
These are things that we think will happen in the future.
Crystal ball type mentality.
Well filled, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Can I butt back in?
You can jump back
so
in, mate.
rudely.
Feel like-
So rudely. So this was a LinkedIn post from first overall QB Fernando Mendoza after his game against the Texans where he threw a pick six. An interception that went all the way to the house. It happens. Fernando Mendoza and his job titles are NFL QB, CFP National Champion, Heisman Trophy winner. That's all on his LinkedIn.
Not bad resume.
Tonight, I had the opportunity to make my first NFL start with the Las Vegas Raiders. Unfortunately, one of my passes was intercepted by Wade Woodaz and returned 80 yards for a touchdown. Here's what throwing my first NFL pick six taught me about B2B sales.
Yes,
B2B
dude.
sales.
In brackets.
Hilarious.
Kidding, kinda. 1, know your customer. Delivering to the wrong person creates value for the competition. 2, accept feedback. Sometimes it comes from a coach. Other times it runs 80 yards in the opposite direction.
That's good gear.
3,
It was a pick six for those that know.
follow through. Even after a mistake, you have to chase the problem you created. Grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow alongside my teammates. Back to work. And the photo is him getting absolutely nanged on the sideline.
yeah, trying to make that tackle. That's so funny.
He's self-aware now, and I'm on board.
Yeah, sends a few.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Good energies.
Good on him.
Before we get into futures, I want to talk a little bit of NFL news.
Okay.
For those that are keen on it. Big trade in the preseason. Preseason trades on. The Houston Texans have traded for Kayshon Boutte from the New England Patriots. They sent safety Jalen Reed, who no one really cares about, plays 7 games as a 6th-round rookie in 2025. And yeah, they've got themselves Kayshon Boutte. Boutte's actually pretty good.
Boutte was decent value.
Yeah,
deep in
Boutte's
the
not bad at
draft.
all.
So he's gone to the Tex.
Does that mean Tank Dell might not be?
Well, he's still
100%?
coming back, and then they had a ACL tear to one of the receivers the other day.
I mean, it doesn't matter. CJ Stroud's throwing the ball, so who knows what's going to happen. But,
It's a depth play.
That's interesting, though, because as someone who has Romeo Dobbs in my Dynasty Fantasy League, and now it means he's wide receiver 2, which is nice.
He is.
Which he probably would have been anyway. But there you go. That's one of the major news. Another big one for you, though, and this will speak to when we do our big futures for the year later on. In a later episode, I read somewhere here that predictions on the field goal record being broken in the regular season. So Harrison Butker,
Everyone's favorite.
Love a buck.
An
kicked
ally
a
of women.
69-yard field goal.
I did see that.
Good number.
So that would be the league record, I'm pretty sure, if
Yes.
that was
Wind
in the regular
assistance?
season.
What was?
Has to be.
It was in the Bucks Stadium, so probably some wind assistance. Absolute monster. Now people are going, well, these three-point kicks going to be crazy if it's automatic, but I doubt it's automatic from 69. But my big bold prediction is that the season record will be
What's
broken
the
this
current
year.
record?
I think it's 65.
6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Hey,
Funny number.
Hey.
But it won't be Butker, I reckon. Come on, Cowboys. Come on, the big leg.
Aubrey.
The big Aubrey leg. So there you go. That's the only real stuff that's happening right now because it's cut day soon. So a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs.
Yeah, nothing too crazy to report. Why don't we jump over to the other football real quick? Because Jack's United got embarrassed
If
by...
you follow the Ned socials, I put up a little quick clip giving my futures for the EPL where I mentioned Hull would be going straight back down to the championship, probably finish last. And I had Man United finish top 5. So first game of the new season, United travel to Hull, get beaten convincingly, didn't put up a fight. Old mate, he was 3 matches in.
Oh, the United Strand.
United Strand. So he was 2 wins off, and we had the 2 promoted sides first up. Starts again, resets.
Have you seen his head lately?
Oh,
It's
mate.
bad.
Will this guy get his haircut this year?
Like, he's making his money from this. At what point do you start regretting it?
I feel like
At what point do you just throw
Well, he
in
knows
the
that it's over once the haircut happens.
I feel like he's okay with that now.
He's gotta start again.
I think he's in too deep.
I don't know if you've
Like,
seen that Indian guy that in protest has his arm raised
Yes.
his entire life and now it's fused. At what point did he think, well, maybe I should drop my arm here? I think that's where Strand is at with his hair.
Jesus.
It's bad, and it's just unfortunate the way his hair grows as well.
Speaking to your EPL futures, where do you think my Everton boys are going to be?
Everton, they look
Toppies?
good. I think they're going to finish top half of the table,
that's
around
kind of-
that 7 to 8.
Okay.
So fringe European football.
Okay.
I
Meaningful
they've got
stuff.
a good squad. They're
Alright.
well coached, I think.
Okay,
Speaking
alright.
of-
feeling pretty good.
European football, we had our futures in the previous season. One of mine was that Irukunda was going to get a World Cup transfer post World Cup.
Yeah.
And it happened in the 3 weeks that we weren't recording.
Ah.
So
In between seasons.
Well, you already won anyway. so-
no, I did not.
Oh.
But it wouldn't have changed the result. I just would like to let you know that
Oh, you
I
just
got-
wanted to have tickets
Just
for
wanted-
yourself.
just wanna
He's
go.
at Sporting Lisbon
Just
now.
wanted
So
to-
apparently had a good debut.
played all
So,
right on
yep.
debut.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And players that do well at Sporting usually go on to big contracts in
Was
the
that
Premier League.
Cristiano
Yep,
was Sporting, wasn't he?
Cristiano.
Okay.
Bruno
Comparing him to
Fernandes.
Cristiano.
Well, look, I mean, I'm not the one to draw that comparison, but if it's there,
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Can you move that mic out of the way too, please?
Move that microphone.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
So that's the EPL update. Arsenal won again convincingly. They look like they're going to run away and be back-to-back winners. Chelsea looked all right this morning. They scored 3 goals. Palmer's back. Otherwise, a few of the bigger teams struggle. Spurs, they spent about $400 million on the off-season, lost 4-0 to Brighton.
Oh,
So that's not a great start for them. Liverpool also looked a bit scratchy.
Salvaged a
Yeah.
draw, didn't they?
Yes. So it might be an easy run in for.
fancy
Well, that's-
spending that much money and losing 4-0 to start the
Yeah.
season.
It's almost
Yikes.
sack your coach.
Close.
Let's attack some NFL futures.
Okay.
How do you want to do this, big dog? Because I mean, you told us just to look at the division,
Yeah.
and I kind of agreed with all of yours you put up the other day, so I didn't think that was good conversation.
All right. Well, how about I'll fly quickly through my division predictions. If there's anything that you want to flag, we flag, and then we'll go to individual awards, I guess.
Yep, I've got a few of those.
I've got my division predictions here.
Okay, great.
Based on vibes alone.
And then-
Great. We'll
And
see if
then
your
I've-
vibes meet my also just vibes, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I've also got a couple player props from almost every team. So if you want to,
Okay,
Jeez.
great. Well, we'll
All
run
right.
it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to start in the. I'll start in the AFC North because that's what the order is on this slip. AFC North winner I have is the Cincinnati Bengals. This is mostly because I want it to happen, and I think that the Ravens are going to fall off. Where's that for you?
Well, I think the Ravens have got a really easy draw. So I've got the Ravens to come back hard. They fell off last year, and I think Burrow might die on the field this season.
There is
So-
that is the biggest concern for mine, which is why they're I think they're like $2-3 or something. Last time I checked, obviously price is subject to change. I did this a while back. This was my way too early picks back in December.
I've tried to bet around the favourites, but this is the one that I will
Not back in December, right?
back with.
You trying to go the favourites, but you've gone with this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
interesting Ravens.
we discussed this last week as well when we were with Clutzy. I'm with the Ravens as well.
There's
I'm
vibes.
a walking contradiction.
You got Bengals on your
in
shirt,
a
but that's
Joe Burrow
crazy.
shirt.
Isn't that
Yeah.
fascinating? But okay,
It's
fine.
just good luck trying
Next is going to have Joe Burrow as MVP.
good luck trying to make sense of anything that I do.
All right, well, Bengals or Ravens. I've got Bengals. Going in the AFC East, I've got the Bills. I think the Bills will still win it. I don't know about New England being... I know the A.J. Brown thing and stuff. I just think that was a pretty... I just feel like New England was a bit of a flash in the pan. I don't know.
I think
could
they
be
had
wrong, but...
a bit of like a lucky, not a lucky, like I think they had an easy schedule last year.
They got
I
the
think
East has a tougher one this year as well. So.
I think the defence is there for the Pats, and Josh Allen is a new dad. I think he's going to be one of those dads that tries to do all the work around home as well. He's that type of guy. I don't think he's going to have good sleep this season.
Interesting.
I
I think he's
Okay.
going to have
He thinks
low
he'll be
sleep
flying.
scores.
That's
Low
interesting.
sleep scores.
Interesting
Okay.
point.
AJ Brown is going to put down the books. He's reading a book at the moment, How to Be a Good Teammate. He'll bounce back. He'll actually try.
He hasn't
this
started
season.
well because apparently he's been pretty all over the shop already with him and Drake May, but we'll see.
And Drake May's going to want to get the ball to him in
Okay.
Brissett. Fantasy's new friend.
Feed AJ Brown. They just got rid of Booty, so it's we just mentioned that before. AFC South. This one I'm iffy on because now, like I said, I did this a while back. I would probably think of changing this, but I have the Houston Texans purely because of the elite defense. But I'm kind of willing to switch to the Jags.
Yep. Yeah, I'm all on the Jags.
I think the Jags could be the way.
I like Liam Cohen. I like what he's doing over there. I think it'll come down to those two as it
you
always
got
does.
Lawrence is on the up. CJ's on the down.
CJ's on the down.
ruined my fantasy team last season. I cannot back the Texans.
Okay, well, I'm willing to change that. I'm willing to change that out of that to the Jags, but I like the Jags.
And
I
we'll
do love
you.
Duval.
We'll let you.
I love Duval.
Duval.
AFC West, I'm saying the Denver Broncos. I love the Broncos.
Here.
Yeah,
I'm loving the
Well,
Broncos.
they're third faves.
I'm picking up what they're putting
that's
down. I
value,
loved them all last year. I think they were great. Yeah, they're like, I think when I got on with them, they were $3 or something.
Yeah, $3.10. They were an injury off the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Chargers hype, which I don't know. I'm still like,
Let me see it.
Chargers has to be the most, obviously I'm a Cowboys fan, so this would be like ironic for me to say.
Yeah.
But people don't glaze the Cowboys the way that the Chargers get this fascinating.
why?
Herbert gets off scot-free for being way less. Like, you know
What's
what I mean?
he done?
He's done nothing, really. Have they
hasn't.
won a playoff game? No, he's never won a playoff game.
They choked real hard to the Jags.
Yeah, they've choked a few times. Like, they even had one where them and the Raiders just had to draw or whatever, and they would have both gone in, and they lost that game.
This is the cards on the table year for them, I think. If Mike McDaniel can't unlock that offense,
I think,
probably...
Herbert on the trade block?
Well...
You'd get a lot for it.
Yeah, I reckon you would.
People
because
would spend a lot.
I do think he's a very, very good quarterback.
Yeah, but I also don't like the canoodling on the field with your girlfriend.
Well, Burrow was doing that as well.
I hate that.
Just think about, imagine if you came to work and did that. Just weird.
It's gross. It's not like it's just, no, I don't like it. Anyway, I got the Denver Broncos to win there. I think the defense is sick, and I'm a Bo Nix truther.
Jalen Waddle, are you kidding
and
me?
Jalen Waddle's crazy. That'll be coming up later in my futures. But NFC North, you'll love this. This is one of Fogg's 15 different teams. The Chicago Bears are going to win the North. That's my prediction.
Nah, I've got Vikings.
Whoa! What?
I like that.
I think they're
Explain
well
that.
coached. They had bad QBs last year. I think it's a Kyler revival. It's a revival season.
To what?
Look out.
To what? To his first season?
Yeah, no.
Well, look what they did to Sam Darnold.
He just has to be an average
Yeah.
QB for the Vikings to go well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't hate that.
Not a good sign. Yeah, but just
They're
at least Sam Darnold
$5.60.
can. At least Sam Darnold can see over the offensive line.
Well, Kyler did admit that he couldn't see the other day.
So
Just throw it to Jefferson. It's going to just chuck it.
down there somewhere.
you can
Chuck
never
it.
play him under center.
Yeah.
He can't stand under center, otherwise he'll fall underneath the guy's legs. Like, I don't know about that.
No, he went to
Anyway.
Turkey, got the leg extensions.
Okay, that's the North. NFC East, no surprises here. I'm going the Dallas Cowboys to wrestle this back from the Eagles.
Philly.
Are you going Philly?
Philly.
I'm on the Cowboys.
Yes,
Weapons.
dude.
They've got the weapons.
Yes, let's go, dude. I think the defense could be quite good. I'm excited about what they're putting together there.
I think the Eagles win, but I think it's close. Can I say that?
You can say that, but I mean, I think then maybe it comes down to if they split or if they sweep. But we'll see what happens there. NFC South, I'm saying the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shuck.
Yep.
Put some bloody respect on his name. Did you see his little huddle speech? Firing up the crew. I believe in Shuck. I believe in Kellen Moore. I think Travis Etienne will have a great time there. Jordan Tyson will come back, which will be fine. Olave might not get concussed. I think I like a bit about this New Orleans
I'm on
team.
the Saints too. The vibes are high. That's the highest vibes pick.
And I love Baker, but I think I think it gets to a point where maybe Baker sees the writing on the wall and is like, I need to just get out of here.
Well,
and
he's
the
playing-
Bucks maybe send him away.
He's playing pissed off. I can't split the Bucks and the Panthers in that division.
I'm out. I'm all out on Panthers.
And that's okay. Like, I don't think anyone's ever been in
You
the last.
are, for some reason, in.
I'm number one Bryce Young truther. I think
Something about you liking quarterbacks who can't look past the asshole of the lineman in front of them.
I think Bryce Young hates so forced. Like, he's just the nicest dude in the league.
He's a nice guy, but that's a shame. Tua was a nice guy when he came in too, and he's got mush for brain.
I've got.
NFC West, as much as I feel like a lot of people are just kind of weirdly sleeping on the Super Bowl champs, but I've got the Rams to win the NFC West.
I'm on
Agreed.
Seahawks. I've got a zag.
Yeah.
Just because there's a few things that could go wrong with
Yeah.
the Rams, and if they do, the Seahawks are there.
I also think that like the Seahawks should win it. Like
Yeah.
I think that it's crazy the amount of like the Rams have just made so much noise that everyone's just kind of ignoring the fact that Seahawks probably have the like best batch of edge rushers. Like they just keep rotating in and out these awesome guys.
And I think the Rams are just going to want to get to the the postseason healthy.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. Maybe we'll see that that first round quarterback have a few bloody plays.
Ty Simpson.
Those are the divisions for you guys.
Okay.
So there you go. That's
All
our
right.
thoughts. Mine, if you picked all of my picks, it's $1,124.45.
Jeez.
And I don't think
Depending on when you get on it.
your picks aren't really out of the realm of possibilities either.
I don't think they're that
I don't think
crazy.
you've gone too rogue.
I haven't gone too crazy. Cowboys. Bengals.
Do we all put on our picks as a little multi?
Maybe.
Have a look
Let's
back.
just see where it is at the end of the year. But let's go player props. What are we thinking, boys?
Ooh, do you want to go awards first?
I can go awards first, sure. Do you want me to just give it to
only-
you and then you guys kind of come at me?
I've only got MVP written down, but
Okay.
I'm happy to throw a few. I've also got leaders for yards and TDs and a few
Sweet.
different.
Give me your MVP. I'm going to start with Fogs because I feel like I'm going to like your vibe ones.
I've got two. There's enough value for me to have two players here.
Okay.
I'm taking Pat Mahomes at $12.
Okay, that's fascinating. Yeah.
I think that if he's back and plays a full year, he's very capable of winning MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going wide. I'm going rogue. I'm taking Caleb Williams at $13.
Caleb Williams at $13.
I don't think it's a sure thing, but I think $13 is a fair price and a fun price on a fun offense.
And what about you, Jack?
Well, I picked them to win the AFC South, so the Jags, and I'm taking Lawrence at $21 to win MVP.
Okay.
I think he finished last season really strong, did all right in the playoffs, and I think he's going to continue that at momentum. I think he's got a few more weapons to use this year.
It would be good because it's like Caleb was like pretty hectically hyped coming out of college. Like people were thinking about him for the whole year leading up to it.
Yeah.
And the last person that was all about was Trevor Lawrence, who did not lose a game in college
Yeah.
Or high school, I think.
or
That's
high school.
one.
He only tasted loss when he moved to the Jags. And he had like that awful coaching situation. He's never quite lived up to the hype that everyone had around him. I would love to see that happen. I'm obviously just going to put a little cheeky on Dak Prescott, but I think it's almost impossible for a Cowboy to win the MVP because that year that he should have won over Lamar and he didn't get the final vote. So whatever. But I like that Pat Mahomes one though. I think
Yeah, it just makes sense.
I just wonder if he's going to put up the numbers. He doesn't really have the numbers in him anymore.
I think having Ken Walker in the backfield will be able to move the chains a little bit more, and he might be able to
Do you
air it out.
reckon he needs like 40 plus touchdowns to get the MVP?
But I mean,
Whereas Caleb just needs to get be the first Bear to get 4,000 passing yards. That's kind of pretty much it.
and he was maybe 50 yards short last year.
Yeah. Okay, that's MVP. I don't know if you guys want to quickly dabble on the other awards, like Offensive Player of the Year. Jameer Gibbs is the top there, and I think that's probably...
I couldn't find any value. I was looking for value players, and I think those other awards kind of...
It's a bit too hard.
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year is you're surely going Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Like, you go, God,
barring injury. Aiden Hutchinson might be the other one I'm looking at, but...
But the actual season leaders, all right.
Yeah, I've got a few here.
Let's roll into this. Okay, who will be the most passing yards in the year?
So
Fogs.
I've got two here as well. Obviously, Joe Burrow is one I'm taking at $8.50. But then if you like my MVP bet on Caleb Williams, I'm also going to take him at $21. I think 21's another reasonable price for him. And if you're going to take him for MVP, he's got to lead something, I'd imagine.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Dak is always up there in the passing yards if he
Yes.
doesn't throw the intercepts. That's pretty good down there at $8.50. What have you got, mate?
I haven't dug too deep into
T-Law's
this one,
$19.
but
If you think T-Law is
yeah.
$19 to lead the league in passing.
give me T-Law.
Okay, T-Law. Okay, I'll skip it down here. Let's go rushing yards. Just the two major titles. That's all we really need to do.
All right.
Derrick Henry has won this a lot.
I'm on Derrick Henry again.
You reckon
I think
you're
he's-
believing in the bounce
people
back?
are sleeping on him.
He looks massive.
He had good stats last season.
Yeah.
Even though the Ravens didn't play well. So if they have an easy run
Mm-hmm.
to start the season, he's going to cash in.
I'm surprised at, like, looking at this list, the tops on Neds is Henry, Jameer Gibbs, which are pretty much the same, 750. JT, Jonathan Taylor at the Colts, 750. I'm surprised he's up there because I don't know if he's going to have as big of a year as last year. Bijan sitting below them is fascinating, but I guess they're thinking they're going to have to throw all the time.
It's more about the rest of the offense there, I think.
Yeah.
I've got 3 plays for the rush yards leader. I'm taking Jameer Gibbs, and then I've gone a little bit further down the depth chart. I'm taking Amari and Hampton at $26. I just think that Mike McDaniel did incredible things for Devon Achane, and I think now he's got Amari and Hampton, who might be a better built running back for the NFL. I think he's obviously stronger and maybe a better offensive line. So I think there is a narrative there where he could be the top rusher. And then I'm taking Ken Walker at the Chiefs at $31.
Wow.
There's no one really behind him. Andy Reid's finally got a bell cow running back, which he hasn't really had since the pre-kick Kareem Hunt. So, yeah, I think 31 is insane value for him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't mind that at all, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now on to some regular season playing props. These are just pick your poison. Fogs.
I've got, just give me a team and I'll tell you what I've got.
Okay, give me one of the teams that is probably they're in the number one pick sweepstakes, the Arizona Cardinals, which, if I can give you a crazy one here, I think that the Cardinals might be sneaky okay.
Well, let's see,
like, they'll lose in division, but I think they're going to trouble a lot of outside their division teams. If Carson Beck takes over at quarterback.
I've gone alphabetical order on mine, and I've clearly
skipped the Cardinals,
first, and I've stayed
completely
away.
Skipped them. Okay, that's fine. We do skip them. We can skip them.
That's a reason. I'm not touching.
The other good thing there is probably McBride for overs on touchdowns.
See, I would go the other way. I think he's unders.
Okay.
I just think that might have been a statistical anomaly.
All right, there's 32 teams. I don't want to do all of them, but let's go the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm taking overs on Bijan's rushing and receiving. His rushing line's 1,174.5, and his receiving is 599.5. He went over both of those last year.
Ooh.
I think he's going to see
Flog-Stradamus.
more volume. So, and I only take overs. If I think it's going to go unders, I stay away.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Because I don't like to cheer on blokes to have a bad year.
Yeah. Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers over 974 receiving yards. He just got paid $140 million. They're not going to force feed him the ball.
And I've already touched on a big Henry. I've got him for over 12.5 rushing TDs. He's done that 4 of the last 5 seasons.
Ooh.
The one he didn't hit was 12, so
wow,
right on the button. And 1,500 plus rushing yards.
Hot.
Wow.
Big season.
Big season. The Bills.
I've got Josh Allen over 3,600.5 passing yards, and James Cook over 1,249 rushing. They both did that last year, and I think they've improved this year.
Okay. Anything on the Bills?
Nah, I've just got 3 play props.
Okay, we'll skip the Panthers. No one cares. Chicago.
Bryce Young over 3,074.
Get off him.
Yards.
I'm going to predict.
Writing
I would almost guarantee that you have predicted that the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, will have plus 4,000 passing yards.
At $3.25.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
And the actual insane bet that I want for the Bears this year that looks ridiculously overpriced is Caleb for 30 plus passing touchdowns at $4.60. He had 27 last year, so 3 more this year, and you're getting $4.60. Mm-hmm. And if you think
there's a bit of figuring out though, isn't there? I know it's the Johnson, you know what I mean? It's almost as if he's in his second year, not his third.
Second year of Ben Johnson, and he got close to that in his first year. Another year to expand on his role. Luther Burden's going to break out this year. I've got Burden markets I also like here. Colston Loveland's going to be very good.
Okay.
Who's the other bloke? Roma Dunze is going to be very good. Dodre Swift is going to be very good. Kyle Mononga.
I like Swift for a fantasy late pick, by the way.
I think there's plenty of mouths to feed there. I think Caleb 30 plus touchdowns at $4.60 is value.
All right, well, we have to skip the Bengals and the Browns because he spent so long on the Bears,
I've
but
got no
probably
Browns.
Burrow's overs, nothing on the Browns, don't touch it. Dallas Cowboys.
I've got one market for you, and it is Javonte Williams over 949.5 rushing yards.
Okay, I've got CD Lamb over 7.5 touchdowns. I think that we forget how key of a target he was for Dak. And I think the bookies kind of know it as well because his overs is better
Well,
than Pickens' overs.
A lot of these decent teams I've kind of stayed away from because there's just no value. Like CD's way too high. Jamar Chase was way too high to back.
Denver Broncos, I would probably just take the Bo Nix overs on touchdowns.
See,
I think him and Waddle are going to have a great day.
The bookies haven't quite got Jalen Waddle right here. So I'm taking over 924 receiving, and his touchdown line is only 5.5. So I'm taking over 5.5 touchdowns for Waddle on the year.
Great. Detroit Lions. Anything?
Yep. Sam Laporta.
He's got every team.
Have a look at this.
Sam Laporta over 624.5 receiving yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs over 1,174 rushing yards. He went over that last year with David Montgomery. He's not there this year. He's got the keys to the kingdom, so I think he goes way over that.
Okay. No one cares about the Colts. Jags. Anything on the Jags? No one cares about Jags.
I've already got
Brian
the
Thomas
MVP.
Jr. over 674 receiving yards. I think bounce back for BTJ.
Have we got enough time to finish this pod? Kansas City Chiefs.
Nah, I don't care.
Yeah, Mahomes probably having a good year. Raiders.
Ken Walker, 1,000 plus rushing yards at $2.35.
Been a long time since the Chiefs have had like a really rock star running
This
back.
is the year.
Las Vegas Raiders. Jack.
Brock Bowers.
Yep, he's on my
over
mind.
89.5 receptions and over 949.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, we've
Big.
lined up there.
Yeah.
Big.
There's
Okay.
you can't really back many others because you don't know what Fernando's going to do, and Genti's, they've taken his markets down because he got hurt yesterday. So
Chargers, it'll be something about Hampton.
Amarian,
there.
I've got both his overs in rushing yards and TDs.
Great.
Why are you laughing? You wanted me to do this, and now
Yeah, no, I've got it. It's just every team is going to be here forever. We got the Rams. I've got one for the Rams.
Oh, he's chiming in.
I've got something for the Rams. I've got one that's really crazy.
Yeah.
I'm taking Myles Garrett.
It's 16.5, isn't it?
16.5 is his overs at $2.10, which is very doable for him. I'm bumping it. I'm like, that's crazy. 18 plus is 225. I think he's going to come close to the sack record again.
Rams for me are going to be very good this year, but I think they're too good to bet on. I couldn't find much that I liked. I've just got Kyron Williams over 999.5 rush yards.
Finns, probably stay away from him.
A-Chain over 5.5 TDs. And there's my only unders bet of the year, Malik Willis under 3,249.5 passing yards. That is an absurdly large passing line for Malik Willis.
Okay,
nice.
We've got Vikings.
I'm on the Vikings.
Okay,
Well,
here we go.
I've got the Kyle bounce back.
Yeah.
His yardage line's ridiculously short.
Yeah, so I've bumped it up, so I'm going over 3,000
What's that
passing
paying?
yards. That's $2.10.
Yeah.
And then over 374.5 rushing yards.
Yeah.
QB.
Rate that.
So,
That's,
Not bad at all.
I've got his overs, which is 2,824, which is just minuscule, and then Jefferson over 1,150 receiving yards.
Patriots.
Oh, AJ Brown is an absolute smash here for me. This is my biggest.
Smash.
Smash.
AJ Brown 1,250 plus receiving is
What about his
$4.25.
This guy over here. Yeah, good bet.
I didn't hear that.
New York Giants. I have one here. Jackson Dart, 3,149
Appearances
passing
in the
yards
blue
in the
tents.
blue tent. I'm backing the under purely for the blue tent. I think he's under. I think he's going under on the passing yards.
I struggled to find anything I actually like about the Giants in the market. I've got likely over 3.5 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
And I've got our rookie Arvell Reese over 3.5 sacks.
Oh, that's not bad. New York Jets, stay away.
Brees Hall over 999 rushing. That's it.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I've got two. I've got Devontae Smith over 1,024 receiving yards. He'll go nuts this year.
QB1. Oh, yeah.
And
Wide receiver one.
yeah, and
Chuck him in,
Saquon over 1,099 rush yards.
Okay. Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't tell me you're liking anything there.
Just Pittman over 3.5 touchdowns. That's it.
Great. San Francisco 49ers. Who's catching the ball? Who's got it?
Mike Evans, and it's over 924.5
Okay,
receiving
well,
yards.
he's Mr. 1000, isn't he?
I hate the 49ers. I've always hated them, but I love Mike Evans.
Seattle Seahawks. We're almost at the end.
Darnold over 23.5 touchdowns.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty good stuff. The Bucks Bake Show.
It's all Baker for me. Overs on his passing and his touchdowns. His passing's massive, 3,599.
What else are they going to do, though? Bucky
Exactly.
Irving isn't exactly like the best running back in the league.
But I think his touchdown line is quite short. It's over 25.5.
Okay.
So I'm taking that.
Tennessee Titans. I will say this about the Titans. I am out on Cam Ward. Never was in on Cam Ward, to be honest. I am struggling to find anything to like about the Titans. The only thing anyone can say to me is Carnell Tate. I'm like, yeah, great. One wide receiver who's a rookie, and he's having to have Cam Ward throw to him, who couldn't do shit last year.
I've got nothing on the
Yeah,
Titans. Stay away.
Yuck. I reckon they're going to pick a quarterback in the draft. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
And then the commies are what to make of
I've
the
found
commies.
one very, very short line
Is it
here.
Bill?
It's Bill. Over
hell yeah.
549 rushing yards. That's it.
Okay.
He could do that by week 8.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's a big smash for me, and then that's all I've got for you.
Okay.
Have I got a bit more value somewhere? What else have I got? I've got receiving yard leaders. I've got your mate CeeDee Lamb at 11. Rashee Rice at $29. I don't mind as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown leader at $7.50. AJ Brown $16. And then here's a good one. Chase Brown rushing touchdown leader at $41. I'm having a crack on.
Okay.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown for the Bengals.
I think he might get some good carries this year.
Well, there you go.
Maybe one to target for our draft.
Obviously, the market's moved, so who knows where they're at when you're listening to this, but that's Flog-Stradamus and the Vibes Boys.
I normally break about even on these. So,
Really?
Yeah, I do okay.
Okay.
Jeez,
it's got a bloody
Well,
good record.
not
last
losing money,
few
what's
years,
huge.
I've had to write this massive futures market preview for Neds. Haven't done it this year, but
It will be coming.
no, I'm not doing it.
No?
Big Jim can get stuffed.
You're not going to do it? Okay.
No.
all right.
I've listed them. You know, if you want them, you can
You
come
basically got it written down
Yeah.
anye. Just
I
take
mean,
a
I do
photo
the
of that, put it
preview,
on the
so
blog.
if you're interested in vibes with maybe a stat that I can figure out will prove my feeling, if you want to get around that, that'll be popping
jump
up
on
in
the
the nets.
TikTok and,
Yeah, you jump in there.
That article.
My blog will happen. Mine went all right.
It ends up being like 6,000 words. I'm just not writing it again. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you watch my NFL weekly preview slowly gets smaller and smaller as the year goes on. But some would say that's because it's just all a foregone
You
conclusion.
get
by
so
then.
excited week 1, and then it's like week 10. You're like, oh god.
All right. Well, this is a very NFL heavy pod here, but do we get our guest in? And
He's kicking down the door.
all right,
Let me go change my shirt.
All right, you go
I'll
to
change mine as well,
we'll get
maybe.
changed.
Yeah.
We've
And
got
the hat.
our fantasy league that will be featuring throughout the season. That'll be giving you some stats, picks, and whatnot. Following whether these three lads here can coexist running a franchise to get ourselves to LA, but we need to figure out the draft order, which is up next with Clutzy from Bloody Brilliant Beers joining the pod.
Do your Indian accent. You are listening, you are watching another episode of the NEDS Silly Season podcast. It's a very special edition of the potty this week. We've got a fantasy league that we're kicking off this year. We're playing NFL fantasy. Those higher ups at NEDS, they don't reckon that we know ball, and we're trying to show everyone in the office and people online that we do know a lot about American football. So we're Chad, Jack, and myself.
A lot of my self-esteem is closely tied to fantasy performance, so we do have to prove ourselves. People.
There's some very strict KPIs on us. So we're putting our heads together. We're managing one fantasy football team. We're joined by a couple of the blokes around the office who don't want to be mentioned or named.
Mm-hmm. The nameless figures.
And that's okay.
Council of Neds.
But we are joined by Clutzy over here from Bloody Brewing Beers, and Rando will be also in the league. Anyone else of note? Probably not.
Probably not. Just our
not.
boss, who rumor
big
has
dog,
it has said we'll get a flight to LA if we win the league.
See,
Just going to keep speaking that into
I don't believe
existence.
I don't believe
Keep speaking
that.
that.
Channel that.
We got a
that.
Super Bowl trophy. We got a ring, a Super Bowl ring that goes to the victor. I haven't decided exactly what the punishment will be
No,
for the
to
person who
discuss
comes
that.
last out of this crew. Obviously, a wonderful rivalry will start to develop between us and Clutzy's crew.
Shout out to you guys for copped an iced latte on entry, and the name on it says last. So
Nice.
mind games are beginning
1-0
already.
us. 1-0 us.
1-0 us. Yeah, chalk it up, mate.
Fantasy brings people closer together.
That's
it
true.
also ruins relationships.
It's very-
So let's see
certainly does.
how the
Very true,
dynamic is after this season.
Our wonderful team is the Midnight Kangaroo, Operation
Yeah.
Midnight Kangaroo.
Are we going to determine the draft order?
We do need to determine the draft order.
How are we doing that?
Well, I thought, we don't have everyone in place. So our lovely punters of the league are going to be watching a race. I found this wonderful website. It's called 100 Yard Dash.
Okay.
Awesome.
It is a digital race, 100 yard rush. And whoever gets to the end, it'll determine the draft order for the teams.
Well, we have a
Our teams, we've got Resident Rain Man, who is our boss. We've got Midnight Kangaroo, Nina. Here we go. Love that. I think that's Rando.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Yeah, we love that.
Good to know.
Pretty sure that's Rando. Someone's really confident, late November. We got 10-day Henny, DC, and then right at the bottom there, last of all,
Still hasn't updated his name.
he hasn't updated his name, is Klutz. So, Klutzy, you're on the very bottom, it looks, and I believe we are
Second from the
top.
Do
Here
my
we
best
go.
work as a bottom.
And then, here we go,
Power
boys.
bottom.
We're off and racing.
Oh, jeez.
Klutzy
We
is
are-
there.
God. How slow am I? Oh my lord!
He's gathering
Here we go,
momentum.
we're gathering
though.
momentum.
Oh, come on, boys. The
Come on,
Midnight
Midnight
Kangaroos.
Kangaroo.
Oh, what's Henny
Henny's
doing?
making a move
Oh,
in front.
jeez.
Klutzy's now on the move. He's
Klutzy.
now
Oh
on
no,
the move.
Klutzy.
Oh, we are not looking good.
There is
Should have
no way
pumped
I'm
up the
coming
luck
back from
stats.
this.
What are we
This is awful
doing?
Stuff. Henny is going to make it all the way.
Oh,
no.
my God. That
First
was the
pick.
quickest dash I've
We
ever
are
seen.
dead last.
Oh, get up, get up. Get ahead of the Rain Man at least.
Oh, this is my worst nightmare.
Oh, Klutzy could be
This
last.
is rigged. There needs
Oh,
to be an
no.
investigation. This is ridiculous.
Klutzy.
Klutzy in at the end.
We spoke it into existence.
mate.
The coffee never lies. The iced latte picked it. Klutzy is last in the draft. Seventh isn't great. Oh, eighth. We're eighth. Yeah.
Rando is seventh.
At least you're on the turn there. You got the double pick.
Yeah,
Not-
double
Yeah,
Not the
hey,
end of
that's
the
all
world.
right. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I actually don't mind being at the end.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
You did say you do your best work.
Yeah, I do
as
my
a
best
bottom.
work
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, I think. Well, there you go. That's going to be our running order for the fantasy
Love
league.
it.
Draft will be taking place next week. Start working on your strategies, lads.
Yeah.
I don't know if we take some suggestions. Anyone who's watching this feels like they've got
Yeah.
some great ideas of what the best
Punishment.
fantasy
What-
punishment could be.
We had one floated on the weekend that I think would be hilarious that a few of the boys weren't keen to do. But if you lose, you do the old start an Instagram page dedicated to a fitness Instagram page.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
You need to do like weekly updates of your
Mirror
progress.
selfies.
Like,
Oh,
do that sort of
no.
stuff. I think that's a good one.
Oh,
Another
and
one that I
You
saw,
have to add a certain amount of people to it.
it's going to be a public one.
Yeah.
So you've just got to, hey, let's get that reach, baby.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite funny.
When do you get to stop? When you get a certain amount of followers?
I
or-
think after a year.
Give me a follow account.
With
I think
like
that'd
a
be better.
week-
Or
weekly
until the start of the
cadence?
next season.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a minimum amount of posts per week? Like,
I reckon at least a post a week and maybe a story a day.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Story,
another
that's a
one,
commitment.
another one that I heard was the Jam Boy. Now this is a golf related one.
Mhm.
In the 1800s, when people used to go out and play golf in, I think it was the US or the UK, they used to hire a young boy and cover him in jam so that all the flies and bugs would attach themselves to the jam boy
Nice.
so that
I,
everyone else could play golf in comfort.
I think
So-
I think that's on top of the agenda.
So can you just imagine
that
18
legit?
holes for 3-4 hours walking around covered head to toe in jam?
Jam boy.
Another golf related one, which is quite funny, is playing with randoms. You play with randoms with an imaginary ball.
Yes, I've seen that one.
That is one of my favorites at the moment. But
I mean,
the,
I'll have
the
my
jam
best round
boy,
ever with imaginary ball.
if you go jam boy, you're going strawberry or marmalade. What do you think would be more?
I think you got to go strawberry.
I think it's got to pop on camera, so you have to go strawberry, raspberry.
That's unbelievable.
type.
Yeah,
Jam
so
boy.
that'd be
Yeah.
pretty
Jam
rough.
boy is so brutal.
Just the concept. Like, how do you get rid of flies?
yeah.
Bring in the boy. Oh boy.
So that could be up there.
That's up
And
there.
we invite the rest of the league, obviously, to
Yeah.
play the round. And the
Yeah.
Jam Boy, do they play? Or
Nah, they've
no,
just got
they're
to just
caddy,
water away all the
essentially. Yeah.
bugs.
Yeah, okay, that's great.
That's so funny.
Man,
If they're not doing good enough, we better have some more cottage jam on that.
Yeah.
Standby.
Yeah.
Let us know what are some of your fantasy league punishment suggestions. Some of the best ones you've done with the crew. Drop them in the comments, and maybe we'll try and choose one of these to be the punishment of our league. I highly doubt we'll get the Neds guys to do it.
We might accidentally become fitness influencers.
Well, I mean, that'd actually help. The wedding shred might be.
Yeah.
It's the Ned Silly Season podcast.